Well, hello. How are we doing? Happy Sunday fun day. First of all, I have an urgent appeal. Has anyone seen a chin? Anyway, has anyone seen a chin? Because I've lost one. Look at that. Do you know, I was speaking to someone yesterday and they said, "Oh, you've lost a lot of weight. I can really see it around your neck." So I came home and I remembered, and so I looked in the mirror and I was just playing around and like that. And I thought, I haven't seen all those bits in my neck for like 20 years. I don't think. Unbelievable. I was just like, where's my chin gone? More like a bullfrog, you know. So so yeah, so that's quite nice. Unfortunately, it is through financial hardship. Literally can't afford to eat. The struggling artist. There we go. And so obviously, therefore, haven't been drinking either. But let's hope I can keep it up because I do want to make a lifestyle change, especially in regards to everything I've been through. It can kind of all connect, and the changes in direction that I'm making, and especially obviously going into acting. I've put on a lot of weight in the last a week or two back, and I was just a bit worried about going for an audition or going for an agency, and I can't get up out of the chair. So that's great. It's a great enticement. Also, Friday, I had a wonderful publisher's lunch with a friend. Scintillating conversation, fantastic time. Came home, got back to the library, and it turns out I managed to do 3,000 words that day as well. So that was what a day. That was fantastic. And I was working on a short story. Finished the short story. I'm really happy to say I've kind of finished the short story. What do I mean by that? Well, ladies and gentlemen, a segue into today's lesson. Yay, cool. Aren't I clever? Exactly. Brain or brawn? How do you finish the story? So, what I mean by this is I was writing the end of the short story and I knew what was going to happen. Okay. And I was getting to several points. There's point one and on to point two and point three. And I got to point one and I was just like, that's a smack in the face. I was like, wham, that's great. That's a finish. But I'm conflicted because there's so much more that I wanted to add, clever little bits, So I'm going to digress to Tiger, Tiger, Tiger simply because that's been out a few years now, so that's fine. It's well out there, and within that, it ends on a twist, and it ends with a door in the face. It's just ends bang, and hopefully that's impactful. But actually, when I was writing, part of my dream as I was writing it is I was trying to make it vague, like the location, so it could be anywhere in India. And the idea was it's a true story. So everybody would jump on board and be looking for India, and different parts of India could claim it as theirs. No, this is where the Tiger Kingdom was, And just a quick to say, India are just trailblazing when it comes to tiger conservation. The Nepalese are hot on the heels, mind. But yeah, fantastic stuff, and that all just ties into it. So I was just like, that's great. Perhaps your area of India can claim this as the lost tiger kingdom, the hidden tiger kingdom is in my novel. So that was part of the thinking. So the point I'm trying to make is there's a twist at the end, but I was thinking to go on. I think it was a journal. I have actually written it somewhere. I wrote it, but I cut it out. And there's a journal you find, and it goes into modern day. I think it was someone's grandfather. I haven't looked at this for about 6 years, something like that. And so it's just like, oh, you can find the lost journal, and where in India is it? I've since got a little bit more precise and placed it in a rough area in India. Vague again. So people can search out this true story kind of thing. But the point I'm trying to make is I was being too clever for my own good. Oh, look at all these delicacies. Well, look, now there's a journal, and now there's this, and look, it all ties in. It's all true. Please, come on, please. It's kind of almost kind of begging. It's me just really wanting to say, no, but I can do more. I can be clever. I can be smarter. But actually, there is real power in just cutting it, just wham, finish it there. And it's like the short story. I really want to go, no, but this is really clever because then this happens and then that ties into this event. And do you see? And because I'm playing with history a little bit in the short story. But as I was writing it, I was just like, wham! I was like, no, that's the end, and it's a good end for a short story. It's a powerful end. It's just bang. Not everything has to be. It doesn't always have to be a huge twist. It doesn't always have to be satisfying. Sometimes it can be frustrating. You need to play about a bit. So that is something you need to stand back and look at. Okay. Reviewers really help, trusted friends reading, but ultimately you need to make your own decision. Are you going on too much, like I often do? Yeah. Are you being too clever? Brains or brawn? You need to decide. But quite often you can find out it'll be brawn. And on that note, I'm going to say have a wonderful Sunday and a wonderful week, and we shall talk again soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.